What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto.
This is Houston. T-minus 1 minute until full data blackout. All eyes are on you.
Breaking news. There is an astronaut conducting an emergency repair on a global communications satellite that could go dark at any moment. We have a second angle on this.
Is that guy on FOMO?
Oh yeah, it's like me for crazy trade.
Yeah, let's get back to it, everybody.
Breaking news. There is an astronaut.
Opportunity cost is simply this. Every position you take is a position you choose over something else.
This just in. According to the astronaut's FOMO account, highest in the room, the satellite has been restored. For now, the crisis appears to be over.
Satellite's up and running. Position's looking good too.
There we go. United States of America representing. Socialism, communism does not work.
Digital assets. Is it better to move money at the speed of light? Do everything?
People are greedy when they also try to acquire gold. I am here providing electricity and that energy that is necessary. I am the modern day Tony Stark. There we go. United States of America representing. Socialism, communism does not work.
Digital assets. Is it better to move money at the speed of light? Do everything?
People are greedy when they also try to acquire gold. I am here providing electricity and that energy that is necessary. I am the modern day Tony Stark. Oh. Welcome to The Breakdown, sponsored by, The Breakdown, episode 770. 30 episodes away from 800, if you know how to count. 30. 770 plus 30 equals 800. Sponsored by Midnight. Midnight is the title sponsor. For some reason, I don't know what's happening with X, but I can't put links on. I cannot put links on. It's fucking crazy. I was just like trying to put links on the goddamn X stream. But shout out to everybody tuning in from all the social media platforms. We should be up on Instagram and Facebook this week. So there we go. Yeah. That'll be cool. Shout out to the gram. Okay. Shout out to the gram. And I'm not talking about grandmothers. It's the cool kids say gram. You know what I'm saying? Polymarket, the official prediction market sponsor of The Breakdown. Also, Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet. If you want to hold your assets on a secure wallet, then Cake Wallet is for you. For real. With everything that's happening, with all the exploits happening, you think that people will be checking in on what the fuck is happening with their product, making sure that, look at this. I'm trying. You would think they'd be trying to figure it out, but if you are looking for a wallet that's secure to hold your Bitcoin, your Litecoin, your Zcash, and your Monero on, go to the App Store and download Cake Wallet. Hopefully this week we'll go ahead and run the giveaway. I've been saying that, but this week we will do it. I'll pick one of these days. We'll do a giveaway. As long as you have a Cake Wallet, we'll do that. Okay, so cakewallet.com to learn about Cake Wallet and everything that Vic and the entire team has built out. They're crushing it this year, and even last year, they're just crushing it even more so. Also, check out Radar Chat. You're looking for an encrypted application to go ahead and chat on and give away stats or give stats out. Check out Radar Chat. Nothing but good reviews on that. Not paid by Radar Chat at all. Just putting it out there because I believe the product is good. FOMO. Shout out to FOMO. Part of the FOMO family. The FOMO family is a part of the breakdown, and we are fam. And I will say it is cool to go ahead and watch people trade in real time. Some of your favorite traders are on there in real time. I remember when I was on there and some of my friends were like, they looked at me, they're like, yeah, but I said, like, watching people trade in real time, writing a thesis, understanding why they went into a certain thing or certain meme, they got to figure it out. And I've been saying that before they sponsored the show, so you can replay that shit, okay? This is not me just saying shit to say shit. Anyway, welcome. I feel like but by the way, let's go ahead and also mention this. Latest news, right? If you're looking for the latest news in the world today, whether it's crypto, whether it's, I don't know, whatever it is, okay? Crypto, sports, traditional markets. Let's go ahead and refresh that. You're looking for the latest news in the markets today. You can go to Gokhshtein.com. Gokhshtein.com will provide the latest news to you, such as strategy adds $150 million to the USD reserve, holds 840,447 Bitcoin at 63,495. Strategy raises 333 million, basically selling 3.46 million MSTR shares, used proceeds to repurchase 132.2 million of Stretch to grow its cash buffer to 4.8 billion. Shout out to Michael Saylor. Keep doing your thing. Don't listen to the critics. But to get all your latest news, ladies and gentlemen, all the latest news, go to Gokhshtein.com. There we go. Gokhshtein.com. Also, if you're looking for a PR firm to represent you, if you feel like you have value or you need help with your personal brand or you need help with your product, okay, your product is not doing so well, you can go ahead and visit us at Gokhshtein PR. Gocksteinpr.com. There you go. Gocksteinpr.com. Impossible to ignore. It's impossible to ignore us. We know what the fuck we're doing, especially I know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, I know what the fuck I'm doing. Been through it. Been through it all. Okay, been through it all. I know what it takes. All right, let's close this out. Shout out again, Gocksteinpr.com. We got 2-3 more products coming out. We got 2 or 3 more products coming out. I'm excited. I'm really fucking excited, man. 2027. It starts today, but the 2027 is our motherfucking year. Gockstein Media's year, 100%. All right. Look, I just want to, let me address something. Let your boy speak for a second before Landy comes on and doesn't let your boy speak. First of all, look at me. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. By the way, let's see. TikTok's on. TikTok's probably going to take me off today. I mean, like, they'll probably limit my reach again because I'm playing my commercials and I have copyright to them. I'm allowed to use them, but somehow it continues to get limited. They will not stop. Won't stop. Can't stop. They're wild, man. I got to tell you, they are wild. Anyway, let me address something. So you crackheads, y'all came into, and let's put up FOMO, so you guys can. Well, I want you to see me first, and then I'll put FOMO. I'll put them right into the conversation. But you guys, as I throw up the FOMO application on this live broadcast, I'm looking for stuff to go into. And this goes to Augie. This is about Augie. I gave you, the community, the opportunity to give me a play that I can get into that will be, or that we can rally behind, or we can participate in. Y'all gave me the ticker, Augie, okay, on Solana. I went in with my whole, I think it was $200. And then 200, I think altogether I went in with $700. I think that is, if you round it out, I think it's around $700. I go in with $700. Okay. That is right. Yeah. No. Excuse me. It's 600 and change. 600, whatever it is. Around $700 I go into Augie. Y'all can't. I think a lot of people got confused. They're just watching it. And I'm saying, look, Augie on Ethereum, that shit went to 7 million in a bear market. On Ethereum, where nobody's on Ethereum. Nobody's doing anything on Ethereum. Okay, cool. I was thinking, like, I think it was yesterday or even this morning. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll buy more Augie. Because I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to keep it in the portfolio. It's a flyer, right? I'm taking a flyer on it. And I'm holding back from doing any of the shit that I used to do 2-3 cycles ago where I would put 50 grand into something. No. David ain't like that no more. And David don't care about anybody's tears either. So here I go. I put Augie in. Okay, I go ahead and take a chance on it. But like I said, this morning I'm like thinking, okay, I might buy a little bit. Let me buy a little bit more. Okay, let me buy more on FOMO. Guess what? I just wanted to see the holder count. Guess what I see? Obnoxious people buying 4%, 3%, 4%, 3% of Augie. And I put full pause on it. What the fuck? What are you guys doing? $4%? You need 4%? 1% ain't good enough? You got to get 4%. No, fuck that. I'm good. I'll keep it as is. What the fuck is that? Y'all bought up 4, 5, 6. What, to dump it on my head? No. Have fun. Have fun. I'll wait until all you motherfuckers are gone. And then I'll buy more. The fuck is that? 4%. A bunch of 4%, 3%, 4%. What? This is why I talk about it. That shit ain't bots, bro. Fifi, excuse me, not bots. Those are real people. You know why? Because I check the wallets. They're real people. They're real people. They are real people. Buying at a that it's obnoxious. It's obnoxious. So you know what? That's why I say supply control is absolutely crucial in these markets, because if you have supply control, ain't nobody buying 4% because they're gonna have to pay a shitload of money to do so, and they ain't gonna spend 20 G's to go ahead and accrue 20, 30 G's to get that. So y'all, you know what? You guys cost yourselves a lot because you're greedy. So have fun. I'm not, I'll keep the Augie. When you guys decide to be less greedy, holler. But otherwise, I'm moving on. Let me bring on this character, Landy.
Hello.
Landy here for a few minutes. What's going on, Landy?
Well, not much. Just watching the nice little move up in crypto today.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
across the board entirely, but for the most part, we're seeing a nice little pop up on a Monday. Now it's about watching to see if that can sustain and get some follow through, especially for just about everything. All the majors have been just stuck in this really nasty sideways range. So we'll see if we actually get any kind of real movement in the markets this week. And then, keeping an eye on the normal stuff, like I do, oil and traditional markets, of course. SpaceX retesting the big breakdown area. It recovered above its IPO at 135, which I was looking for, 100 to 105. We got 105. Nice move back up to retest the area that broke down. So now it's kind of caution, and then just pay attention. It is a Monday after all, so we'll see what the market desires.
Yeah, because I was thinking, man. The motherfuckers that are controlling the Strait of Hormuz right now would have decided to, instead of Bitcoin, take Augie on as a. You would think that was, bro. I'm still pissed.
That's who's buying the 4 and 5% supply clips
Bro,
right now.
like what are we doing? This is why it gotta be fucking. I'm telling you right now, anybody who has a project out here, they gotta have supply control, and if it's a good team, I'm in. Because how, bro? Like you can't do anything here. You can't do anything organic at all. This is absolutely crazy. 4%.
Well,
Almost 5%. Like, what the fuck do you need that much for, man? What are you looking to? What you get to 100K? You gonna look to dump on my forehead, bro? Like, what the fuck? What do you think? I'm crazy?
look, I've said this to you before that it's all about circulating supply, but you made a good point. You make
You
it more
can't,
expensive.
Landy.
Well,
Before you
hold
speak
on.
you
I'm
can't-
giving you
you
credit.
can't.
Let me set it up and let me land the plane. I'm giving
Okay,
you
go
credit
ahead, land the fucking plane. Okay,
because
land the plane.
because it's all about circulating supply when it comes to price. But you made a good point that if you have supply control, it makes it more expensive for them to snipe that much of the total supply.
Yeah,
So
even if
it is a good
even-
point.
it's crazy though, Landy. Like it's like y'all want, like, to me, it's like everybody complains that they want to heal the space and want to bring the vibes back and shit, right?
Mhm.
Like it's like anybody who I have a conversation with, at least when I have a space open, live shows, whatever it is, like, oh, we want it back, we want to feel that, or I wasn't a part of that. Well, like, y'all don't really want it. It is not normal to buy it. Nobody's going to participate. Like, I'm telling you right now, ain't nobody going to participate when somebody who they don't know, who nobody knows, is holding 4%, 5%, 3%. Like, what? Why? I used to be happy getting in at 0.5%.
What I will say about FOMO though is you can see for those that are holding a lot of supply that are signed up to FOMO, you can see who they are. And for some of the folks that are getting into certain things, they have public profiles that are showing what it is and how much they have. So I do like
I
that.
don't
Obviously, there's a lot of other wallets that are in various things that are not publicly available. But I think it is nice to see that there are some folks that do, have a name to the face kind of a thing, in certain projects, with public profiles. So, you know, there is
After I said
some
that, Lynn,
cool
it,
stuff.
it dumped.
Oh, of course, of course, yeah. So somebody was
No, but
waiting for you to say the word.
that's what I'm saying. Like my whole thing is like, if y'all want to, like seriously, Augie. I mean, like, I called you Augie.
I mean, I might as well be Augie at this point. I could go buy the rest of the supply at this moment for real cheap.
No, but okay, like my whole thing is like, I'm not going to put fucking 30 grand, 40 grand into the motherfucker, bro. Like that
Yeah.
used to be. That used to be me. You
Yeah.
know, back in the day, I used to do that because I'm holding back. You tell me not to go. Like a lot of people, like even people that watch the show and don't comment much, are like, yo, Dave, don't do it. Don't do your fucking excitement. Don't get excited and start throwing money at shit. And I've learned to be patient, but like this is why there's a problem in the space.
Well,
There's
I
a big
mean,
problem.
look, a lot of people do the bait and switch too. I see the comment. I know this too. So does everybody who's been here for any length of time. People, and I'm not saying that, certain people in this, but not no specific accusations, just generally speaking, people will put a public profile out there, hold, and then get in with a bunch of side wallets, right? Like,
That we know.
so
Look,
that's
that
a
is
given. That's a
yeah.
given,
I mean,
right?
people are going to say, okay, I got 0.5%, 0.7%,
Mm.
and then they have 19
Meanwhile, they
side
got like,
wallets.
yeah,
Yeah,
they got like
but
10% of the supply
100%.
across like,
I
25,
agree.
30 different wallets or something, right? Yeah.
I agree.
That's true of every project. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I do the same thing when I get into projects because I know that for some of the main wallets that I use that bots will follow me in. I've told you this, that bots will follow me in, and then I use various side wallets to actually position myself. And these are discussions that a lot of folks here don't really have because it's kind of frowned upon. In fact, I've said this publicly before, and I've had people DM me, "Stop telling people about that kind of stuff," blah blah. And it's like, what? Shut up. Like,
Yeah,
no,
but the whole
people
thing is
people need to
when
know.
you're
I do the same shit.
no, there's a difference. And when you do that kind of stuff and you're upfront about it, like you're saying, I'm buying from my front wallet.
Yeah,
Like I have
because
a wallet
bots
that's
track
public.
wallets. People tag
Correct.
wallets all the time, man.
So I'm saying, like, if you're upfront and saying, like, hey, I'm in with this, but I also have this, that's you don't even
But
have
I'm
to
not
like
gonna disclose. See, then I get into this protracted argument of like, well, why don't you disclose your No, I'm not gonna disclose my fucking side wallets.
no, but
Excuse
like
my
like
language.
either but like you're being upfront. You're like, hey, I got it.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
no, I'm gonna let you guys see what I got. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care. Here you go.
yeah. I mean, I'm
I'm
an
holding
anon
anyway.
puppet
You're
on the
trading.
internet.
I'm holding.
Yeah,
So I
I'm a
don't give a fuck.
trader. I'm not a holder, I'm a trader, and I'm very upfront about that. Like, and that's why I specifically will look, there's things that I will hold, right? There's things that I hold and I will hold until I'm gone. This is put in the in the estate in the trust, right? And it's getting passed down. I'll give you a good example. You had Sikasa on Friday.
Yeah.
I have a nice size bag of Bela. I'm never gonna sell it. And I'm being 100% honest about that. There's no reason for me to sell it. That's a
Yeah.
support the homie thing, right? There's
Yeah.
a difference. If I'm just getting into tickers and stuff, like I go in with a main, let the bots follow in, and then I go in with side wallets to actually position because it's just and and bots are smart. People are smart, man. They code bots too. That they know if you're trying to bait them, if the size isn't like really size, if you're just trying to get little bits in with some of these different wallets. So look, like I've loaded up wallets across various chains that have a substantial amount that I will then transfer and swap into a specific, kind of get them rolling in with me, and then I'll take some of the other side wallets because it's so crappy. It's like when you go to an exchange, especially on smaller tickers and some of these smaller exchanges with the limited liquidity pool sizes, man, people are just copying you everywhere. It's literally a feature, is copy trading, right? Like that's like the name of the game. So it becomes you have to come up with strategies in order to kind of bait and switch here and there if you're going to trade. But a lot of people frown upon traders. A lot of people don't like that I'm a trader. In fact, a lot of Bitcoiners hate my guts because I trade Bitcoin. It's like, you're just going to hodl and you have a price that you're going to sell at. I trade it and I get more of it. Right. Like,
to me, it's just like I'm just sticking to the issue of people they're being greedy, and you have a good chance of sending something, but your greed gets into the way. Whatever.
Look, like a 1%.
I was actually writing something yesterday. I was going to put it out, but I didn't put it out on the state of the fucking trenches, the community, whatever you want to call it, the state of the ecosystem. We get that moment where people want to see something, heal something, stand together on something, and then if the green candle isn't out there, they're ready to go ahead and do obnoxious things. It sucks. I'm going to touch on some other things later today, but it is just ridiculous. It really pisses me off because it's a meme. Yo, like I'm going to buy other memes now. Like 100%. I've been saying that though. I've been saying I'm going to buy memes. I'm going to buy memes in a specific portfolio where everybody can go ahead and see what fucking happens. I'm going to do that on FOMO, and you can watch me. I'll write a thesis. I was actually going to write a thesis also about Augie, but then I stopped myself. You know what? I said, I'm not going to write a thesis. If the distribution was dope, I would have wrote a thesis.
Well, yeah, you just wait until the distribution is there, right? And look, like you can get, like if I get into things and I see a bunch of 1% clips all over the place, like there's probably bundled wallets everywhere and stuff like that, but that's a given. But if it's actually got a substantial holder count, 1% supply clips don't really bother me.
But 4% supply clips, what are you going to sit there? I'm not, one thing I said, honestly, is that I am not becoming the meme. Like if it's not my product, I'm not becoming the meme. Like I'm going in just like everybody else as a market participant. I am not becoming the meme. I love memes. I love community. It's one of my, it's probably been one of my biggest Achilles heels is I get so excited. I like almost take on the personality of a fucking meme. And like, I learned like throughout these last, a year, I would say, to say like, nah, this I can't do this.
Yeah, because you're your own brand. That's it. There is a difference, right? You're your own brand. You can't become the meme. And look, when anybody that does that in the space, you fall on the sword every single bear market, no matter what. Anytime price goes down, they're falling on the sword. This is going to be something that Ansem's going to have to deal with at some point, and already has. When price dumped off from the highs, right? And there's a lot of like when you tie yourself to a specific ticker, or specific narrative, and become that narrative. It's shorter lived, right? It's the meme of like anytime Elon talks about Doge again, it dumps, right? That becomes the meme then.
Like you have a character in here. Like the biggest thing I've also learned, and this is again maturity. When people say, "Where's the motion? Let's send it," I'm not proving what I got. I have a resume. You can go to it and look to see what I've done in the past. But like that kind of stuff, no, I'm serious. Before it would have egged me on to do it, to showcase like, okay, watch, right? But you're doing it for the wrong reasons. All I'm doing is doing whatever they're doing, right? It's an ego.
Yeah, just send something to what.
Yeah, it's just like, look what I can do. Like, fuck that. Like I want to rally a community together with like the right distribution. Let's fucking go. Let's actually build something. So that. Again, a disappointing because I thought like, oh shit, this is gonna be fucking pretty cool, man. Everybody
This
fucking coming together
this
and
is like
rallying.
the 5th or 6th time that I've seen people in the chat like, "We want a face docs on the puppet. Why is he a non?" Like, yeah, well, there's reasons for everything in life.
Trust me, he's an ugly motherfucker, bro. Like it's we'd rather
Yeah,
be
I'm in my mom's basement wearing my pajamas, haven't showered in months.
um
Yep, that's the
I
puppet.
just think like with the for me personally, when I look at the markets, the first thing I look at is the meme economy. And I know like people like you know what the craziest part is with memes? When you mention memes, some people still go ahead and give you the rolling eyes, right?
Mhm.
But look at the VCs that have come in along with their plants to tell you how good memes are.
Of course.
So so you have you know when I say it or I've been saying it like now I guess people take it a little bit more seriously about meme culture and all that good stuff. But when I was saying it back then, nobody took it fucking seriously. They fucking thought I was stupid or whatever. I don't want to. Man, I'm watching my language. At some point, I'm gonna have to leave TikTok. I'm gonna just make. I'm gonna live stream from TikTok at some point because I have to be able to say what I want to say. But
You're just gonna have to clip
yeah, fuck
stuff
it.
and put it up
It's just
there.
like it's unbearable to like not be able to say like a word. You know, I was about to say it again, but I held back.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
you know, it's funny though. So I said that about memes, but I always look at memes as an indicator because I feel like that's when retail starts coming in because retail has a better understanding of what crypto is through the memes. That's really it. And meme culture is huge. It's bigger than anything. And people will see a lot of these memes that go on chain. They're not even in it, but they see it within comments. And I say this all the time, whether they're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, whatever it is, people replying with memes. There's consistent memes that are going out there and people replying with them. Look, and it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be participating on chain. You could just be using it just to express yourself. So I look there first. And then, you know, everything else comes. Like Bitcoin, we know what Bitcoin's going to do. Like me talking about Bitcoin every single day is absolutely fucking boring. I'm gonna be 100%. Like, what is there to talk about with Bitcoin? It's choppy. Like it's going, like it's in the zone. Like, what am I going to talk about? Nothing. We've talked about the hypothetical scenarios of what if it can go up, down. Did we hit bottom? If we still got a leg down. We've talked about these scenarios. What? How much more can we harp on this shit? Let's wait until it does one of the other, and then we can continue the conversation. But we know ultimately Bitcoin's going up. That's it. Bottom line. No matter what anybody thinks, Bitcoin's going up. We're 100 days away from the same area that Bitcoin usually starts moving upwards or bottoms out. That's it. That's, if you look at the data, you'll see it. So, like, okay, we've talked about Bitcoin ad nauseum. I love Bitcoin. Okay. If I was about to say something that could throw me out again.
The one caveat there though is everyone should know what Bitcoin is doing or understand what it's doing in terms of price action if they're involved in other cryptocurrencies. Because where Bitcoin goes in general
Yes.
is where the rest of the market's going to go. Not always. There are things that do
Same thing can be
run
said about
opposite.
Solana and Ethereum.
Yeah, I mean they're going to go where Bitcoin goes.
That's what I'm saying in
Yeah,
general. Like
yeah,
people
in
don't look
general.
at people like, oh shit, why is my meme going down? Well, did you look at the price of Solana?
Yeah,
Look at the price of Ethereum?
yeah,
And did you look
especially
at the
when it's
price of
paired.
Bitcoin?
Yeah, is it paired? Yeah, especially when it's not paired against a stable. You
Yeah.
know, people often will look around and be like, why?" And it's like, okay, well, you have two things, right? A lot of sellers coming into whatever it might be a meme or a project. Plus, you have if it's paired with a Solana or Ethereum, and that's also going down, then you're getting double the downside pressure for whatever that is. So
Double the nuts on your chin? Is that what you're going for?
basically, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
it's
All right.
that.
Let me explain. As yesterday, I am like working on SEO and shit like that. I see I see a space that Landy's joined. Because if you follow people, you get notifications if it pops up, like that they're going into a space or they're speaking in a space. And I see this red circle emoji, and I'm thinking it's Vivi, Omi. Like I went into Omi at one point, big
Oh, there's
time
definitely
into
VV
Omi.
crowd in there.
No, but so the VV, like I think it's a VV conversation. So I'm like, all right, what the fuck is he doing in a VV Let me go check it out real quick. I walk in, like, you walk in, like they weren't chopping it up about, okay. I walk in, to keep it short and simple, I walk in and I hear Landy saying he's putting his balls on, and I'm not going to continue that conversation because, but he said he's putting his balls on somebody's chin. And I'm like, okay, I'm out. I literally left. Like, it was like literally, I hate, it was essentially 10 seconds. And I said, I'm dipping. I can't listen to this. He's in a room talking about balls. Like, what are we talking about? Is it that boring? Is Bitcoin choppy? Is it, or has he bought the whole supply of Bitcoin that he's bored and he just wants to go into a random room to talk about this kind of stuff? Weird ass shit, man. I got to tell you, man. That is weird. Puppet, you're a weird dude, man. You are absolutely weird.
Hey, sometimes, back in the day, sometimes I would run a late night space and a lot of the VV crowd would show up and hang out with me. And, sometimes if they're popping up spaces late at night, I'll jump in there and definitely degenerate vibes going on in there. And fun, jokey conversations. It was definitely funny.
Unreal.
And you jumped in at the right time, didn't you?
Bro, I literally jumped in when people are talking about bull sex. It's just like, I got caught off guard, what? Run it back again real quick? Like, what? What was that again?
Yeah. Well, that
yeah.
is you know what it is? It's old school Xbox Live vibes when I think about it. In some of these spaces late at night.
Before you go, I'm gonna pull up something from Gokstein.com. Let's pull this up real quick. I saw the timeline going crazy about this, but I was like, "Why are you going crazy about it?" I have no idea. Why would you? Okay, like, oh, he's selling MicroStrategy. He's selling strategy stock to prop up Stretch, and oh my god, but he didn't sell. Like, they're not even in the traditional markets. These people are not even invested into the traditional markets, and they're complaining about what he's doing in the traditional markets. It is, this man cannot win. Saylor cannot win. Like, and this just shows you, like, this space, crypto Twitter. I am not talking about anything else but crypto Twitter. You go outside of crypto Twitter's bubble, you're totally fine. People want to engage, want to have a conversation, want to understand crypto and how it works. But crypto Twitter, they're mad about traditional markets, and y'all are not, 95% of you guys are not invested into anything traditional. The only thing you're investing into is into fucking filing your welfare fucking applications to get some SNAP benefits, bro. There is no way that you guys have the audacity to come out here and talk shit about Saylor and what he's doing in the traditional markets. Somebody said that Saylor, apparently, a few people have said that Saylor might have got too excited when he was purchasing Bitcoin. I don't think so, man. I just think that he understands the asset. That's it. I don't think he's doing this as a, to showboat or like, this man is insane. He loves Bitcoin. That's it. I want my dev to be this crazy. Like, I want the projects that I go into, I want the dev to be this fucking crazy, okay?
Look, the goal that he has now is to continue to expand the Stretch product, right? And part of it, we know that it lost its par value, and par is not a peg. Par is different. So, $100 par is what they're shooting for. And they're showing to those STRC or Stretch holders that they are going to maintain that par, and they're building up a substantial cash reserve in order to do so.
Yeah.
Now, and look, if you are in MicroStrategy, you already know that above 1M NAV that they are going to do issuance, right? So they're going to do issuance, they're going to sell shares. of MSTR in order to continue to build cash reserves. They've been very clear about this, and you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they also let go of some Bitcoin on the move up as well. If we end up hearing that this week, and if we do get any continuation up, I wouldn't be surprised. And I mentioned this to you, and I know you've got another guest coming on here shortly, but I've mentioned this to you before, and that is, you know, CME is net long, and we've seen the short side position on the ETF shares pretty much go away for now. So you have institutions net long while Sailor is distributing tokens and while other players are distributing tokens. So it's not really anything too crazy. And it should make for an interesting Q3 into Q4 transition.
I think Sailor, at the end of the day, he will come out a winner. I believe that.
I think he's going to be just fine. And everyone's going to stop talking about this kind of stuff. They're going to stop criticizing. He'll be the hero.
No, you know what they're going to do? I'll tell you what they're going to do. As soon as Bitcoin goes up again, what happens? What happens as soon as Bitcoin goes up? He's going to be, the profit margins are going to be insane for him. And then people will start complaining, well, no man should, or no company should hold 4 to 5% like that.
Yeah.
And so now the conversation is, look at Sailor, he's failing. And then I'll go to that. And now institutions are pretty mad. I've been reading that too. And I've talked to some people who work in Wall Street. They're like, we don't like Sailor. Literally, they're saying, I gotta work through this. I gotta work through this. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
I gotta work through this. Essentially, every person that I've spoken to from Wall Street, they said they don't like the fact that Sailor owns, or Strategy owns, 4 to 5% of Bitcoin. And they're going to do everything possible, apparently, institutions, to go ahead and get into the game hard this time around, if they have not already started as of this moment.
So, and a lot, as you know, a lot of them have started, and they're just being a little quiet about it, not putting it on the balance sheet, but they've got plenty of ways in order to accumulate without having to declare it just yet. And that's why you have subsidiary companies and partnerships, let's say.
Correct.
Yep.
Well, Landy,
it's always nice, brother. By the way, you're looking good.
I know.
And sharp.
Fucking fantastic. Have you seen
the Wrecked video?
Have you seen the movie that's coming out?
Not the movie, but I saw the video that Wrecked put up with the hair from the PFP, and it was very funny.
Guys, the movie's coming. Oh, what is this? Hold on one second. Yo, I will never go against Rek Takashi. I'll tell you right now. If he I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of things that won't get me banned. All right, so check this out, man. Here's the first trailer. Hold on. Let's do this. Oh. I was dying laughing watching this.
Hey, you're David, right?
All right, hold on. Shut up. You guys see this or not?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Apparently, this is me at the store. This is a part of the movie where I'm at the store. So hold on.
Hey, you're David, right? Do something with your hair?
Yo. And then they come knocking at my door. Like, then they're knocking on my door, man. So let's put this up now. Hold on. Knocking on my door. I gotta knock it. Apparently, I live in the trailer park in this movie.
Are you sure this is the guy?
Is there something you boys need?
Yeah, he said you can help us.
You know, it's been years, right? Market hasn't been the same since 2023. It's going to take a lot of effort.
We know. We just really need your help.
Let's run this back.
The best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and bees. I want money. That's what I want.
So good.
Are you sure this is the guy?
So good.
Me coming out of a trailer, like me coming. I just don't. Me anyway. Landy, it was good to have you.
Thanks, brother.
Guys, check out Monday market update with Landy. Mondays and Wednesdays at 9. Fridays at 8. Tune in tonight, though. He'll break down the markets. He'll tell you where he thinks it's going. And
Yes, sir.
we'll see Landy back tomorrow at 12:15 to get an update on markets and have conversations. Appreciate you, Puppet.
Appreciate you too, brother. Take care.
We got Alex coming on from Angry Crypto Show. We'll go ahead to break down ADA and Midnight. So stay tuned right after this commercial break. Sponsored by, hold on, Landy. Let me get you're confusing me the fuck out of here. By Puppet. Right after this commercial break with Midnight.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. There we go. United States of America representing. Social communism does not work.
Digital assets. Is it better to move money at the speed of light? Do everything?
People are greedy when they also try to acquire gold. I am here providing electricity and that energy that is necessary. I'm the modern day Tony Stark. We're back. Episode 770. It's the official number. Unofficially, I don't know. A lot of shows. Sponsored by Midnight. Shout out to Midnight, the title sponsor of this show. Also, Polymarket, the official prediction market sponsor of the breakdown. Also, Cake Wallet, one of the most secure wallets you can find. Listen, man, we'll talk about cold storage later on in the show, but holy fuck, man. That's all I got to say. And FOMO, great app. If you want to go ahead and track people who are trading and see what they're breaking down in terms of a thesis on a certain asset, go ahead and go to FOMO.family. All right, let's go ahead and bring in this guy. I know this guy for a while. He's been, shit, man. I've known him for a real long time. He's doing this thing now. He's out there breaking shit down, literally focusing on content. And content that brings value to the goddamn space. Let's bring him in. Angry Crypto Show. Well, as I like to call him, Alex. Alex, what's going on, Alex?
It's good to see you, man. It's been a long time.
Always in this position. Always in this position, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Always Zen mode, bro, with you, man.
Pretty
What's
much,
good,
man.
man? How's everything?
Just surviving the bear, you know, just every day's a new day. And, you know, I'm just happy that you're just crushing it, just breaking shit down and consistent, man, you know? So just doing what I can. You know, I'm the clip man of Cardano. So just
You
making the
are,
clips.
man. You are. And tell me, like, when did you really go full time into that? When was it like I know you might have dabbled in it, but when did you decide, you know what, I'm going full time with this?
Yeah, it's a good question. I was like, I think it was 2023. I was just smoking a cigar, drinking a coffee, and I was just talking to my brother and just kind of brainstorming. And it actually, you know, you mentioned earlier meme coins. You know, it actually started with meme coins. You know, I think meme coins is where we all want to have fun. We want that joy. We want the vibes. And actually, there's a really old picture where that there was a meme coin. You know, when Mog was super popular, and like they mogged the angry emoji. So like Angry Crypto Show was actually a different introduction. It was about like responding and reviewing the storyline. Like, is this a Fuego meme coin or is it just cringe? You know, there's a
Yeah.
lot of like lackluster garbaggio, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Like, is it good storytelling? Does it make me laugh? You know, when was the last time someone asked that? Does this meme coin make me laugh? Like, does it good at, you know, comedy, so to speak? Does it have like culture and have that Fuego vibe? So it started with that. And then, as you know, I always liked a lot of those old blue chips. So just pivoted to Cardano kind of focus. That's been kind of a couple of years of just kind of dialing down on Cardano and naturally the extension of that midnight and whatnot.
You started off in the memes, clipping memes, and calling them hot or not, basically, essentially, which is
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, exactly. Some people got pissed. Some people got pissed.
Really,
that
like,
they're-
what kind of feedback did you get? Like, did you get people like super hate mail in DMs?
Yeah, yeah. Some people were actually like at the very beginning days, like we called out some of the most amazing stuff because I first did it with my brother, and we were just like, "Man, what is this trash?" Like, and we just kept it so direct, and I kind of miss that actually. I want to recapture that vibe. So yeah, there was a lot of people who were angry in the DMs, but a lot of people who were just like laughing their ass off, and I really miss those moments of just the meme coin because sometimes, as you know, like seriousness in crypto becomes kind of very
Yeah.
dry, sterile, if you will. So I like that about you, if you kind of balance the two meme coin vibes and also like, you know, the blue chip stuff. But you know, you always get hatred. You always get, you know, like 50 Cent said, I need you to hate me so you can use you for my energy or whatever the hell he says.
You know me, man.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Like it's
I
what
enjoy
comes with it, you know? So like who cares, you know? Just take it on the chin.
You got to embrace it, man. People don't want to
100%.
embrace. People want a platform, but they're unwilling to embrace the hate that comes with it. You know that's
Yep.
you're going to get hate. And speaking of hate, it's really weird because I've been in Cardano forever, and I've been holding it forever. And some people might say like, why didn't you ever sell it? Like you could have sold at certain points. I'm just holding it because I like the ecosystem. Look, I'm not betting against Charles. Bottom line, and the resume speaks for, the resume speaks for itself. What in your perspective? Why is there so much hate? So there's no middle ground. It's either love or hate with Cardano.
Yeah, so it's a good question, right? Like Cardano launched in 2017. So it's coming up on 9 years, right? And 9 years is like a millennia in crypto land, right? Like
fucking 1 year is 10
caveman.
years.
Yeah. One day ages us like 10 years, so to speak, right? So, I'm starting to get my gray hairs and whatnot, but it is what it is.
Let the salt and pepper come out. It's
exactly,
all good, man.
Exactly. Just embrace it. I think that a lot of false expectations, I like to say often there's a lot we can learn from Web 2, both in terms of how they conduct themselves with seriousness, also in terms of product delivery. Intel was in a slump for so long and then just surged as of recently hitting new all-time highs, but they've been making products for decades. So I think often there's that saying in life of discovery beats disclosure. But in crypto, all we do is disclose another announcement, pre-announcement, pre-announcement. Well, why don't you deliver the product? Because you can also set false expectations. And then when the product delivers, there's that mismatch. Or if it doesn't even deliver, then it's even worse. So in terms of Cardano, there's a lot of strengths, but I do think that, it ran its narrative as the ETH killer.
Yeah.
And then when it launched smart contracts in Q4 of 2021, there was that mismatch. It had some hiccups. Then, of course, mainstream media will run with that and multiply the FUD and whatnot. And it took a very long time for it to mature and improve its developer experience and kind of get somewhat close to the tech and the stack that we see in Solana land and Robinhood, Ethereum, XRP, many others as well. So I think often people pin projects against one another, but they need to broaden the scope to see like the unique strengths of each project rather than just an apples to apples comparison. And I think often people just, we see a lot of great projects also like that get fudded to death just because the price is down temporarily. So I think Cardano, when you look at it in terms of decentralization, liquid non-custodial staking, all those like fundamentals, it's strong, but it does have to catch up in terms of productizing. I've been harping on that for a long time. We got to get some elegant, nice, slick products. We got to get that fast finality. We got to get stuff that's like fast and usable and less about whiteboard maxing. Like no one cares about tech jargon anymore. They want simple, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And that's why we have Franklin Templeton name their ETF easy peasy. You got to keep it stupid simple because gone are the days where people kind of speculate in the 2017 way. The users are getting more educated. They're getting more knowledgeable. They have AI at their fingertips. So they're not going to go on CMC and look at like 20 projects and just ape in. I mean, earlier you said today too, you're like, hey, this is different. I'm not going to ape in 10K, 20K into some random meme coin. I might throw $1 in, see what happens, So everyone's kind of, they got a lot more information and tools at their fingertips. And so the products must mature and evolve accordingly.
Do you think the D-reps in Cardano hurt or have hurt Cardano from growing?
Ooh, yeah, that's a big question. As a user experience designer, there's a good saying. They say that like even the user doesn't know the solution for themselves. And I'll give you some examples. Would Chef Ramsay allow the people in the restaurant to like cook and make the menu? Would Hans Zimmer let the people in the audience compose and dictate which instruments to go? You need a master. And that's why Charles also has pivoted to executive function, because you need specialization, right? You hire a lumberjack for lumber, you hire a blacksmith to do that stuff. And I think often people have been kind of having this hurrah of like, oh, we're decentralized. Well, guess what? Like if I'm a nomad living in the middle of nowhere, I guess that's ultimate decentralization. Like at the end of the day, I think there's some conflation going on. You can have unification and be decentralized. You can have D-reps that specialize in certain fields. And so the governance has been a little bit messy, as Charles has said. That's why he wants to do the executive function, is that he wants unified strategies, unified growth, not overlaps or two projects that are tackling the same thing. And so I haven't been the biggest proponent of governance. I barely even ever tweet about governance. And I'll keep it 100 with you. I've been looking at registering a D-rep, and that experience has been kind of like eye-opening of how like it needs improvement. There's a mismatch in terms of, we say we want it to be super easy and accessible. Well, part of being democratic is make it easy. Don't make it take days to update and wait like one year later. No, I don't want it 1 year later. I want it now. And so stuff needs to be easy. And going back to the question you asked about, the D-reps, I don't know. It's like, would you entrust millions of dollars to some Anon rando? Well,
No.
We'll see what happens. I don't think it's a great idea. You can experiment, but people's money is on the line. And I'm someone who sees it as like, I really think that ADA holders deserve the best possible. And how do I give power to them? And like, how do we stand up for unified leadership and discipline and building real products that people use? Like, so it's been a tug of war, if you will. But I think Charles does see the need for that. Otherwise, he wouldn't mention executive function and whatnot.
No pun intended, but do you see a difference between Midnight? Is it a night and day kind of thing? Midnight versus Cardano, where like, you're a Midnight ambassador. So shout out to you. Congratulations. I know you had Consensus 2026. You gave a really good interview. I forgot who the other gentleman was, but you were chatting about the ecosystems and stuff. But do you feel like Charles is having a lot more fun with, and I guess yourself having a lot more fun within the Midnight Midnight ecosystem? And does it have what type of benefits does it have for Cardano in general?
Yeah, it's a good question. So Midnight definitely has been approaching stuff with like learnings from the Cardano ecosystem. How to keep community input, how to move more agile. Gone are the days where you can do what's called in UX waterfall development, like wait years, and you got to have an agile, build an MVP, test it out. And so we see them doing that with this Midnight City stuff, with like agentic trading. They see that that's very important. I just see recently like 10% more agents have gone online. So it looks like they're kind of opening the floodgates. There's nearly 3,000 agents in queue. And so definitely Midnight is at the helm of like the important narrative, privacy, abstraction, encrypted money, so to speak, as Mert likes to call it. And, no business is going to go and just put their stuff public. I mean, you don't go to a McDonald's cash register. I don't know, last time I've been to McDonald's, you don't see a transparent cash register and see exactly how much money is in there. That stuff's hidden, right? And so Midnight is definitely addressing a business need, but also a user need. As Charles says, like everyone, there's that privacy expectation. It's a human right. So in terms of its benefit to Cardano, I think there's a lot. Some that come to mind are, as Charles said, keeping Cardano lean as a settlement layer, but then having Midnight on its own, because if two were combined, it would be just so over encumbered. It would be very heavy. And so having that modularity allows privacy in terms of Midnight being the first partner chain. So Charles, years ago, spoke about partner chains, and he thinks that that's basically Cardano's most valuable proposition. And so Midnight is that first partner chain, and there will be more partner chains that follow. And being that it's a partner chain, it can empower Cardano dApps with privacy. Night token is a Cardano native asset. So if Night trades a lot, that benefits our DEXs, that benefits our borrowing and lending, our perpetuals platforms. And so there is this notion in Cardano of like, oh, he's leaving Cardano, right? That's the status quo, right? That's what you hear often from people. Oh, he's leaving Cardano. Well, if that's the case, that's like saying like SNEC is an anti-Cardano because you're leaving Cardano, you're leaving to SNEC. Like any project that exists, that's like saying, hey, Ripple, you're doing RLUSD. Why are you pouring money into RLUSD? You're leaving XRPL. Right. They're doing a stable coin. Like they're building some value, and they're building the bridge also between XRP Ledger and Ethereum. And so Cardano and Midnight are tied to the hip. I think that people have a lot of issues with maybe, the past legacy issues, whether it's founding entities not doing so great, expectations in the early days, and so on. But they like to kind of just do some easy scapegoats. Oh, Charles is bad. Oh, like this is this. And there's a lot of ad hominem. But if they zoom out and see that Charles, as he said, he wants to go from building Cardano to building on Cardano. Yeah. And those commercial ventures involve your Midnight, Pogon, RealFi, some of the other stuff to build on Cardano and to give us, as I was saying earlier, those commercial productizing. So yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of, like, I would say, disgruntledness. Some of it is I understand, but people got to also keep it moving and keep their head up.
When you see Charles do an interview with, I believe it's The Block, that podcast, and the first question out of their mouths was, obviously the same question that he gets handed about Ethereum, and Charles just fucking loses it on the interview, like what the fuck again kind of thing. What's your first reaction to that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think I watched a little bit of your interview with Jason Crypto Crow, and I kind of resonate with him in that, sometimes silence is the most powerful thing, in that you don't have to answer the question, because you also give ammunition to the fudsters. They're going to run and be like, oh, Charles got this, Charles got that. So I think that Charles, he's outspoken, he's very charismatic, and we're definitely very grateful to have him, because he could have just been MIA. Where's Gavin Wood at? Right? Like, it's under some table. Like, where's Gavin at? Where's half of the other founders in crypto? Where's 50 of the other projects? You and I know. We've seen Luna's rise and fall, right? We've seen that. So we've seen the rise and fall of projects that are basically untradeable or dissolved. And yet, nearly a decade later, Charles is still here. But when it comes to questions that might be coming from, a provocateur angle, whether intentionally or unintentionally, I think it's important to just keep the composure and just be like, hey, next question, or give maybe a simple answer, simple response, because at the end of the day, like, the trolls will love that. And you got to be very careful the energy you feed. Like, often trolls just want the spotlight. Trolls just want the energy. And I think that I would rather, I'm not saying that he has to change himself, but I think it's good to zoom out and see, like, how are ways we can work with one another, be more collaborative, be more professional, coming back to that, like Web 2. And what does it say to regulators if we just have, like, beef like that on a daily, every week, new hack, every new week? It's like, I can't get a break, David. Like, SafePal, we jump from SafePal to Trezor to Cold Card. Can I get 1 week with no hacks or no, or no crazy, like, dramas going on?
I don't know if you heard my rant.
You can't spell drama without ticker ADA. So maybe that's part of. Maybe that's what comes with it. The social.
But you know what it's like. I get both sides, right?
Yeah.
I understand. If I'm PR for Charles, I'm like, don't do it because you're gonna feed the trolls, and they're gonna have something to run with. I understand though, like, he was like a bull who saw red, because this is the same guy who wrote an article about that Charles potentially had taken money but when Charles did the audit and all that stuff and it was cleared, there was no, the article that was written, it was like complete bullshit. It wasn't an apology. It was just like, whatever, so I get it. Like, he was ready. Like, he had his hands out ready to swing. So I get it. I understand. You know what it is? I said this before. I like somebody good, bad, or indifferent. I like people that speak their fucking minds. Like, I don't like the PC shit. I agree with you though. Like, I've been saying, we should be celebrating the builders that are out here in this environment, right? You mentioned Gavin, right? He's nowhere to be found. There are so many people that are nowhere to be found. You mentioned, which I was going to go to, like, what do you think about this situation with cold wallets being like, one was hacked and people did, the sad part is Cold Card. Everybody did everything the right way, like, you can't blame users now, right? It used to be, oh, you guys clicked the link, you're now listening to our security advice, right? You're not holding things in a cold storage. You left your shit on an exchange. Remember, like, that, all these things, it was a timeline of telling people how bad they are. Well, now people have come into this space. They took it very seriously. They read all these documents on how to go ahead and keep your crypto safe, not your keys, not your crypto. Well, Cold Card, did they use AI to go ahead, or did they hire a security team to go ahead and look through their security to see, run simulations to see if they're open to or susceptible to anything, any sort of hacks? I don't think so. And that's me speculating, but look what happens. A bunch of people who did the right thing get drained, right? You're on vacation, you're getting drained, and you come home And there was a Canadian guy, I forget his name, Jason something. I think that was his
Saw
name.
that, like the police report.
Yeah, he was
type
like,
of thing,
listen,
yeah.
I have $1.6 million in Bitcoin, and it got drained. And people are in his comments saying, well, don't worry, you'll be back, you'll grind away, you'll get back. No, that kind of thing is not enticing for people to come in here. You know what happens? They go like, fuck my keys. I'm going to fucking Merrill Lynch, Morgan Stanley, BlackRock, and I'll buy it from them because it'll be insured. You got Cold Card, you got Trezor, who, yeah, okay, it's not their fault. Third party gets hacked and all this information starts pouring out about people who use the goddamn product. And then you have SafePal. It's like, yo, you just like, it's not us funding. It's not me funding. It's just saying, yo, we're in 2027. These problems should not be happening. We have awesome technology. We're talking about we're better than Web 2. What we have here is better than Web 2. And then all this shit starts happening. You can't say we're better. I think what we had is a lazy approach. Like we've been way too complacent, especially with AI. AI is absolutely growing, and it's only getting smarter. And in the hands of hackers, you're cooked.
100%. I have the same take. You know, as Charles said, a tsunami of attacks is coming. And I think we're just getting started with these frontier AI models, stuff we don't see. I think the stuff that you and I have access to are probably like caveman, like, you know, like Iron Age, old fashioned, you know, who knows the next and what's tucked away, right? Also we thought quantum was just going to be this like, whatever, it's nothing. And then Microsoft making their advancements, Google, NVIDIA joining as of recently with research groups and whatnot to accelerate quantum. And so there is that one element that now kind of comes full circle to defend Charles and Cardano in terms of formal methods, in terms of the academic approach, the slow moving turtle approach, because now Ethereum, they want to do the same thing, right? Vitalik, he's focusing on like, you know, peer review. I kind of make a joke sometimes. I'm like, when is he going to get a ranch? Like, when is he going to start like getting some bison on the ranch, right?
Yeah, crazy.
So it's one of those things that you're right. We used to kind of blame the user, but the user's not doing anything wrong. And we can't blame the user for design that maybe has an exploit or something like that. For how long can we keep blaming the user, right?
Can't.
So you cannot. And so it's really sad to see hundreds of millions of dollars. Who knows what the true number is and if it's just ongoing with Cold Card, right? With the amount of data leaks. And what's sad is kind of the lethargic minimization of it. Oh yeah, we just leaked some addresses. It's all good. GM. Bro, like, and you see the memes, like the one dude drawing the hand-drawn memes. He's like sitting in front of his door, like waiting for the perpetuator to come in. Right, because like now he knows all of these details, right?
Yeah.
In cybersecurity, we call that like, you know, personal identifiable information, or sensitive personal identity information. So it's that lack of you know, we say we're better than legacy, and yet, like you said, insurance, simple products, and it's kind of funny, cliche that like now we're talking about insurance and insurance products, and it's like, oh, FDIC. It's like, so you're telling me that like we should have just told grandma to just leave it in the bank and have FDIC insurance so she doesn't have to be crying because she had Cold Card. And there is something great that Ivan on Tech said. There's a lot of great takes from a lot of these guys. Ivan on Tech, he really wants to see, you know, quantum be advanced. And he was saying that in a way, Bitcoin maxis kind of got the fruit of their own labor, because they used to shit on like Ledger and Trezor and these wallets because they said, oh, it's for shitcoins. But sure, I see what you're saying there. But if the root of security is strong, right, you generate your corresponding address and you went for a product that's only Bitcoin, and Ivan on Tech's kind of paraphrasing, he was saying, well, they don't have much customers if it's only Bitcoin. They won't have much of a team. They won't have much income. And so their ability to audit things on the fly, or as you said, become complacent, all of a sudden you have something that's exposed years later from an onslaught of AI attacks and things of that nature. So, you know, they adjusted their bio, used to say sleep at night technology. and I kind of inserted lack of sleep at night technology, and then they
Exactly.
deleted sleep at night technology. And what is this? Like a Timu Game Boy? I'm gonna grab my Timu Game Boy and I'm gonna store hundreds of millions of dollars on this. Are we really like? This is what gets me, David. Is like this whole like I'm gonna remember the seed phrase in my head. I'm gonna put it on the. Yeah, yeah, because we're gonna like put 24 seed phrases in our mind, even though humans are naturally chaotic, unpredictable, and will forget it. No, I'd rather go to those like institutions and maybe work something a balanced way. And Charles is focused on that. He wants to bring some kind of like insurance to the blockchain and have an option where like it's not non-custodial where you're screwed, or purely custodial where it's like I'm taking everything from you. There's got to be a best of both worlds where you have insurance on the blockchain. People can provide to that insurance and get yield. At
Yeah.
the same time, if something happens to your non-custodial, you can get a payout. There
There
can be
has
ways to happen. Yeah.
there has to be, because if we can't, I agree with you on that, and I think I spoke about it last week. If there's no insurance, and I think that's the next meta that is coming. You'll see, like, if we're talking about real world asset type of shit, you'll see people or companies, roll out that offer insurance, and these chains will come up with insurance plans. But we need something like that, because like I think right now, if you look at the three things that did happen, right? Okay, if you wanted to give Cold Card a pass, okay, pass. Okay, cool. And you want to run PR on it, crisis comms and all that, okay, cool. But then you have Trezor and then you have SafePal. That's it. Now the story is cold storage safe? And then you're told that hot wallets aren't so much safe as people with money are. How are they going to? Why would they want to come into a space like this? Now it's the why come into a space like this. I think that's what needs to be worked on. The smartest people in the room need to go ahead and figure it out where it really works. It's not just, hey, here it is. No, it actually really works. If God forbid there is an exploit. Last question before you go. How long does it take you to cut up videos of these shows, man? Like, bro, like I sit there trying to like I like producing music and shit, and I'm sitting there like I love it, so like whatever. But that's one song. You're doing like holy fucking shit, excuse my language. You're doing a lot of clips, man. How long does it take you to clip, let's say, a show with me and Charles are on there talking? How long does it take you to clip something like that out?
Yeah, it's a good question. I would say, it always differs, but I just sit down and I just like sometimes I'm listening at 2x speed, 4x speed. I'm trying to like fight time, Dragon Ball Z style, jump in the time chamber, right? In this day and age, that's what we're doing, right? Use this tool, that tool, and try to beat time. It's 007 David Goldstein edition. So so it depends. I kind of like I'm like I sigh if it's like a 2 hours, Charles, and oh man, I'm gonna go along. But after once everything's said and done and the clips are made, it's great. So I mean, it can be as fast as like 10-20 minutes. It can sometimes take longer because you got to listen to the context, and I try to make things very short. If I was to give some tips or recommendations to anyone, is shorter is better, simpler is better. Do a combination of formats the way that you do. You have your long format, you have your clips as well, Goldstein clips. Shout out to Goldstein clips. And
God
at the end
bless
of the
all you
day,
guys.
you never know. I really like what Alex Hormozy said. He calls it qualium, like quality and volume,
Yeah.
because you got to do both. And you might have a clip you're sitting on. You might think it's not your best performer, but the audience really likes it. And I've seen that time and time again from myself, where I uploaded a clip and like all of a sudden that went maybe like high engagement and others did not. So just put them out and just keep them seamless and making sure that the audio is good. And yeah, so I become the unofficial Dr. Phil of Cardano, trying to bridge the gaps, between them. Maybe I'll have to put a proposal in for like Dr. Phil, like a retroactive pay or something.
Yeah.
Other than that, just doing my best to just try to glue all these blockchains together, man, and bring back the Fuego vibes, just as you are.
You're definitely doing a hell of a job, man. I've seen your growth, man, and it's 100%. Like if there's somebody who kills it when it comes to clipping, especially, and I've said this, I've mentioned this to Charles and others, man. I'm like, You got a guy like Angry Crypto, Angry Crypto Show, killing it with, pushing out. I think I also said this to Crow, pushing out videos consistently, and like these people need to be incentivized. Like it
Yeah.
really, it is a fucking tedious job. You're looking at, these moments, what moment actually hits. You're sitting there. It's not just clipping. It's like what will resonate with the public, what has value, what should I put? Like
It's
I
huge.
believe that,
It's huge. Like in terms of like storytelling, copywriting, what resonates
yeah.
with people, breaking down something in layman terms. Often it's the unsung heroes of crypto, the stuff that you're doing and many others. And so no, it's really appreciated, and I appreciate the kind words, and just got to keep doing what I can do, and hopefully there's people that see value in that, and just keep doing my thing. I'm just one person, but I think people underestimate what you can do as one person, or an angry emoji in this case.
Angry emoji. Angry
I
emoji.
was very particular about which angry emoji. That one slapped. Like it was
She's not so angry.
angrily happy.
Okay.
I have my moments, I have my Vegeta moments, like to go crazy.
Passive
but-
aggressive.
Yeah. Build up to it. Yeah.
But you're not angry.
Not all the time,
Actually, let me just say he is angry. To keep
Yeah.
Alex, it's great seeing you. Hopefully I can get
as
you on
well,
the
brother.
show in the next couple of months to go ahead and break down some we'll go into some more market talk, not just Cardano, other things we'll touch on. But 100%, you're killing it out there. I'm glad to see it. And obviously you're a huge asset to Cardano and even to Midnight to go ahead and tell a story and bring value and education to people that are interested. So shout out to you, man. Great job.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for doing everything you're doing, and just keep smashing it. You're doing a great job, and big inspiration also. Thanks for having me on the show. Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you, Alex. I'll touch base with you later. That's it. That's Angry Crypto, the Angry Crypto Show. Alex has worked his ass off. He has worked his ass off. Hey, listen, man. I call for what it is. I always do. Man. He has worked his fucking ass off. He makes clips daily, puts out clips daily, man. That's why I said what I said. I said, you incentivize people like him. If I have a protocol, I'm incentivizing somebody like him because clips are everything. Clips are everything. You want people dedicated like Alex to the craft, narrating your fucking story or the stories within the ecosystem or whatever that you're building the product. Like it. A lot of people take it for granted, man. A lot of people take it for granted. Anyway, we'll be back right after this commercial break. Sponsored by Midnight. The Midnight Soldiers. Sponsored by Midnight.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto.
This is Houston. T-minus 1 minute until full data blackout. All eyes are on you.
Breaking news. There is an astronaut conducting an emergency repair on a global communication satellite that could go dark at any moment. We have a second angle on this.
Is that guy on FOMO?
Oh yeah, just like me for real. Crazy trader.
Yeah, let's get back to it, everybody.
Breaking news. There is an astronaut.
Opportunity cost is simply this. Every position you take is a position you choose over something else.
This just in. According to the astronaut's FOMO account, highest in the room, the satellite has been restored. For now, the crisis appears to be over.
Satellite's up and running. Position's looking good too.
There we go. United States of America representing. Socialism, communism does not work.
Digital assets. Is it better to move money at the speed of light? Do everything.
People are greedy when they also try to acquire gold. I am here providing electricity and that energy that is necessary. I am the modern day Tony Stark. Welcome to the breakdown. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nobody told me that I was like fucking. Nobody told me I was on the wrong overlay. Okay. Thank you so much. So today, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, audience. I know you tuned in. You're waiting for me to say something. Hold on 1 second. God damn it, man. I hate when I stall out like this. One second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm paused out here for a second, man. I'm paused out here for a second. I'm just saying that nobody told me. I'm on episode 769, but it's 770. Nobody's saying a word. Hold on one second. I'm doing something real quick. Anyway, welcome to the breakdown. We're going to get back we'll get back to talking crypto. Sorry, I was just answering shit right now. And I was trying to get the overlays right. We got them right. Bitcoin trades steady near 63K level. Okay. That's good to see. But it's just chopping out here. I talked about Augie and the disrespect that motherfuckers have buying 5%. 5%. 5%. I took the flyer on it, and y'all do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. There ain't no way I am pushing anything. Anything. Where 19 motherfuckers got 5% of the shit. What the fuck is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? I didn't freeze up. Okay, I didn't freeze up. I would never freeze up. Never would. I never freeze up. But yeah, that kind of got to me, man. Shout out to Rek Takashi, though. I want to give him a shout out for making those videos. For real. Those videos are hot. I ain't gonna front. Those are some dope ass videos. That's right. Me. It seems to be me. I think the other person is Chef. Shout out to Chef. Apparently me and Chef are, and then there's one where, hold on, I gotta play this one. Hold on. There's one that I think Rek Takashi made that has me in a different movie. Or maybe it might be the same movie. I don't know. Hold on, where the fuck is this? Might be the same movie. I should ask Rek. Oh, there he goes. Okay, Rek Takashi. Rek Takashi. Rek Takashi. He is. Oh, here he goes. Okay. Here it goes. Here it goes. All right, check this out. I mean, I think this is going to be a great movie. I think this will actually be a great movie. I have no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Can I send you 65% of a meme? Why the fuck would you send me 65% of a meme? I don't understand. I don't get it. Anyway, let's look at this right now. This is a new movie here. Or I think this is, I don't know. I got to ask. I filmed a lot of stuff, so here we go.
We have to stop the cabal by any means. We have to stop the cabal.
I gotta play this one more time. This is crazy, man. This is crazy work. I like that we're in Mexico. Number one, we're in Mexico, ladies and gentlemen. And Sakasa's in this too. And yeah, I have to agree. They got my voice. Like, he got my voice down. That's the craziest part. Like, I'm listening to this shit and it really has my voice. And it has my voice. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy, man. Shout out to Rek Takashi, man. This is what I want my dev to do. I want my dev to do these things, man. I want my dev to be like literally, oh my God. Again, I'm never going to a space with this guy Dave from All Things Crypto. That dude has absolutely killed the word literally, man. There's more behind the story on that one, man. There's more behind the story on that one. Hold on. I'm trying to do something. That's crazy work, man. I tell you, that shit is crazy work. I would literally watch a movie. I'd watch that movie. I'd absolutely watch that movie. Rek, tell me when that movie's coming out. I totally watch it, man. Totally watch it. Oh shoot! All right, guys. By the way, we will talk about crypto. We will talk about me buying some things. Okay, we'll talk about all that stuff. We will. Let me go ahead and get out of here now. All right. Back with the breakdown. We had Alex on as a guest. Alex from Angry Crypto Show. He breaks a lot of he really comes out with really good content, especially if you're a Cardano Midnight head. You'll see a bunch of clips that come out. A lot of value. You can start to understand how the ecosystem operates. There's a lot of talking points that people touch on that you get to see. You don't have to watch a 2-hour video or even with my shows. I have my own staff that clips up these shows and the good moments within these shows for you guys to go ahead and catch on. Guys, this show runs until 2:15 today, or I think 2 o'clock. I have to go though, so I have to go. But we do. I do have somebody filling in for me from Gokhshtein Media, so that is cool, and I appreciate you guys. But I will see you guys back here at 12 to 2 tomorrow. I'll see you guys back from 12 to 2 tomorrow. But we'll have Rex that fills in. So we'll be right back after this commercial break, sponsored by Gem. Oh my God, I said something. Oh my God, sponsored by Midnight.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together. What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
There we go. United States of America representing. Social communism does not work.
Digital assets. Is it better to move money at the speed of light? Do everything?
People are greedy when they also try to acquire gold. I am here providing electricity and that energy that is necessary. I'm the modern day Tony Stark. Hello, I'm back. That's right, I'm back to host. I'm hosting the breakdown. I'm filling in for David Gokhshtein as he had to run away to go ahead and do some business. But I'm here to go ahead and host the rest of this show. My name is, hold on, where's my name? Why is it not on here? We're back. My name is Rex. My name is Rex Liberty. That's right. My name is Rex Liberty. David Gokhshtein had to go somewhere today, but I'm taking over the show. That's right. That's right. And I'm into crypto. I am ladies and gentlemen, I'm into crypto. I'm absolutely into crypto. That's right. And I'm a proud American. I am a proud American. Let's get back to crypto talk, right? Let's get back to crypto talk. So, and I appreciate everybody reaching out to me, telling me that they wanted to see me on this show. Guest hosting the show for a very long time. Okay, I get it. You had enough of this Gokhshtein guy. Okay, you had enough of this David Gokhshtein guy. But here I am. My name is Rex Liberty. Rex Liberty, and I'm here to go ahead and talk about cryptocurrency. That's right. After the success of White Thunder, which is the band that I was the frontman for, White Thunder, I decided to go into crypto. I decided to go, yes, it's Rex Liberty and it's RL. And don't you get that name confused. All right? Don't you get that name confused. But Rex Liberty is here to go ahead and unite the people. Okay, I hear David Gokhshtein talk about it all the time, that he wants to unite the people. Well, I'm really here to unite. I'm a unifier, okay? My songs unified people to come together right now to be free, okay? So I feel I could do a better job. We could go ahead and do a better job. That's right. Rex Liberty. I want to give liberty to everybody in crypto. I know you guys have been down bad. I've been down bad too. I've been in these trenches singing, okay? I've started spaces where I sang, okay? I try to bring back the crowd. I really try to bring back the crowd. Hey, bring us together. I have a range of emotions. Anyway. David Gokhshtein wants to say he was the first one. I've been the first one. I've been out here in these trenches trying to unite. Because that's all I want. Is I want to unite everybody and we can heal. We can heal. We can come together and make bread together. That's right. So I will be hosting this show today, the remainder of this show, filling in for David Gokhshtein. But I might have a guest spot here, as we've been in intense negotiations for me to come on to the Gokhshtein News Network. and report on things, music. Besides crypto, maybe music, 80s music, or music in general. And here as well. Anyway, we'll be right back after this commercial break. I say, let's go ahead and trench together. After we come back from playing these dumbass commercials, why don't we come together and trench together, okay? We'll use David's accounts. Nobody cares. We'll be right back right after this commercial break.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh, wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was the promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto. There we go. United States of America representing. Socialism, communism does not work.
Digital assets. Is it better to move money at the speed of light? Do everything?
People are greedy when they also try to acquire gold. I am here providing electricity and that energy that is necessary. I'm the modern day Tony Stark. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the breakdown. I am your host, Rex. I am your host, Liberty. Rex Liberty, everybody. Let's look at the comments. Let's look at the comments right now. Listen, I know you haven't seen somebody like this. I know it's been a long time since you've seen Aura like this. This is Aura, ladies and gentlemen. Aura. And again, the band that I played for, if anybody's interested, we are playing at the local rec room next month, September, next month. Local rec room. White Thunder. We're going to play our classic White Chocolate. Yeah, that's right. We want to open for Kiss and also Prince. All right. So now we go talk crypto, aren't we? We're not going to talk about. Are we talking? No, we ain't going to talk about. We're not going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about 80s music. Maybe talk about it later in the show today. Okay. Probably talk about that later in the show today. And maybe we might drop our single here. Should we? Maybe we drop our single. I don't know if we go drop our single. I'm going to talk to the band. I will talk to the band. I just like to say that I didn't do drugs. That's one thing I didn't do in the 80s while I watched my friends, Motley Crue, and everybody did drugs. I didn't do drugs. I'm trying to work the board. I don't know how David Gottschalk does this stuff. I'm trying to work it. Anyway, Rex is in the building. I'm trying to get comfortable. I'm a little bit nervous. It's crazy because I've sang all over New Jersey, okay? I've sang all over New Jersey. I'm nervous here. Why would I be nervous here? I see that the crowd loves it. The crowd loves it. Anyway, let's talk about crypto. Wait, what is your favorite memes, guys? What are your favorite memes? I got my favorite memes. What are your favorite memes? Okay? Let's talk about the memes. Because I do agree with David Gottschalk. We need to come together, brothers and sisters. We got to come together. We got to come together. It's one of the songs that we personally had made with White Thunder. We got to come together, ladies and gentlemen. We really do. If we really want to see the space, like David Gottschalk says, heal, then we must us come together. Sometimes some people break out in hives. I break out in songs. I break my vocals out. But there are cryptos and memes that I like going into. By the way, the trenches have not been nice to me. The trenches have not been nice to me. Every single time I start a space, every single time I try to start a space, and I start singing, people start leaving. People start leaving. Let's look at all these things that David has up here. Let's look at all these things that David has up here. What is this? What is this over here? Let's go and look at this. Let's look at this. Let's pull up FOMO. It's a FOMO app. Some sort of FOMO app. Okay, I guess he's stuck on this here. He's stuck on this Augie. He's stuck in this Augie thing. Yeah, this looks terrible. This looks like the trenches are definitely not they're not healing. Trenches are definitely not healing on this one. Jesus, what is this? This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. What is this? Augie. Hey, Augie. Augie. Yeah. You went into Augie and you lost it all. Don't worry. At least you still got your overalls. Who would go into a goddamn Augie? What is this Augie thing? What is this? Somebody explain this Augie thing to me. What is this? No, Rex Liberty would never go into something like this. But I don't even understand this. It is horrifically down bad. This is bad. This is absolutely bad. Some people tell David to let his hair down. I tell him, let his hair down. Let your hair down, boy. Let that hair down, boy. People are asking me all sorts of questions. I refuse to answer any of your questions right now. I don't know if you're trying to set me up. I remember the time that Rick James invited me to his house. I remember the time Rick James invited me to his house. He was the super freak, and you know it. Wow. Yeah, but what can we also see here besides this Augie shit? What else is out here besides this Augie shit? Well, this Augie thing has 228 holders. The top 10% hold like 130,000% of the supply. Why would David go into this dog shit, stupid ass? stupid ass. You are stupid. You are damn stupid. You are definitely stupid going into this. You are dumb as shit. You're absolutely dumb. I got it. Hold on. I don't even know how to work this system. All right, listen. I think, David says white bull, oh, all the while, white bull. He says he's always talking about the white bull movement, and we should have movements. You hear him talking all the time. Oh, white bull movement. Bring back the trenches, the movements. I think my hair is the movement. I think it's time. I think this is the start of the bull run here, ladies and gentlemen. Rex is bringing you the start of the bull cycle. That's right. The bull cycle has come. They said that David could start the move. David ain't got no motion. Look at me, I'm aura. I am literally aura. You couldn't find this type of aura. David sits there, David consistently talks about that he got this aura and he's the most electrifying personality in mainstream, in independent media, mainstream. I don't even know what the hell he's saying half the times. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is the definition of aura. There was somebody that said the hair itself could bring back the markets. The hair itself, could bring back the markets. And that's what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. Aren't you tired of losing? Are you not tired of losing, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, are you not tired of losing? Don't you want to win? Because I see it. I see it out there. You guys can hardly afford to attend the shows that we do in rec rooms where your grandma's playing bingo. Aren't you tired? Don't you want to be a part of something great? Don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Aren't you tired of losing all your money on shit plays? Aren't you tired? Because I got tired. Again, we were the number one band in New Jersey. White Thunder was the number one band in Marlboro, New Jersey. Okay? We were the number one band. I know what it is to be number one. I know how to get to number one. We had a number one hit record in our goddamn town. We own the rec rooms. Why can't I own crypto? Woo! Anyway, I gotta play these commercials, so we'll be back with Rex, who's the best liberty. United States of America, love this land. We'll be right back after this commercial break again.
What first got you excited about blockchains? Think about it. Oh wait. I bet it wasn't multi-million-dollar hacks, exposed data, or finding somewhere safe to store your seed phrase. Was it? Maybe it was the idea of decentralizing a broken financial system. Maybe it was imagining a world where people own their own data and get to sharing the value it creates. Or maybe it was a promise of a fundamentally better way of connecting, communicating, and transacting. The next phase of the internet that empowers us instead of exploiting us. So why hasn't that happened yet? Why are we still living with the same broken system that blockchains promise to fix? It's because blockchains can't keep a secret. Enabling open, transparent systems was only the first half of the challenge. For blockchains to really change the world, they also have to be able to protect our sensitive data when it matters. And that's why we built Midnight, to bring down the final barrier to mass adoption and unlock the full potential of the decentralized web. Let's build the internet we deserve, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we all know this in crypto. Ownership matters. That's why Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet gives you full control of your digital assets, all in one easy-to-use application. You can store Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero, and many more with just one secure backup. Swap between coins in seconds. No copying addresses, no complicated steps, and even includes Bitcoin Lightning for faster payments. And with Cake Wallet built in, you can use crypto in real life through debit cards or gift cards. Simple, secure, self-custody. Download Cake Wallet and take control of your crypto.
This is Houston. T-minus 1 minute until full data blackout. All eyes are on you.
Breaking news. There is an astronaut conducting an emergency repair on a global communication satellite that could go dark at any moment. We have a second angle on this.
Is that guy on FOMO?
Oh yeah, it's like me for crazy trade.
Yeah, let's get back to it, everybody.
Breaking news. There is an astronaut.
Opportunity cost is simply this. Every position you take is a position you choose over something else.
This just in. According to the astronaut's FOMO account, highest in the room, the satellite has been restored. For now, the crisis appears to be over.
Satellite's up and running. Position's looking good too.
There we go. United States of America representing. Social communism does not work.
Digital assets. Is it better to move money at the speed of light through everything?
People are greedy when they also try to acquire gold. I am here providing electricity and that energy that is necessary. I am the modern day Tony Stark. There we go. United States of America representing. Social communism does not work.
Digital assets. Is it better to move money at the speed of light through everything?
People are greedy when they also try to acquire gold. I am here providing electricity and that energy that is necessary. I am the modern day Tony Stark. There we go. United States of America representing. Social communism does not work.
Digital assets. Is it better to move money at the speed of light through everything?
People are greedy when they also try to acquire gold. I am here providing electricity and that energy that is necessary. I am the modern day Tony Stark. There we go. United States of America representing. Social communism does not work.
Digital assets. Is it better to move money at the speed of light through everything?
People are greedy when they also try to acquire gold. I am here providing electricity and that energy that is necessary. I am the modern day Tony Stark. There we go. United States of America representing. Social communism does not. Sorry, guys. I didn't know how to get myself back in here. Welcome to the breakdown Episode 770. That's what I'm supposed to say. Welcome to the breakdown. Episode 770, sponsored by Midnight. Go check Midnight Protocol, Midnight City. This is my real voice. I need to start speaking like myself. Also, Polymarket. Polymarket, the official prediction market sponsor of the breakdown show. Also, Cake Wallet. Cake Wallet is a very secure wallet. You want to download this if you hold Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, and Monero. So there you go. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Zcash, Monero. If you want to keep your assets safe, you go and you get the Cake Wallet. Yes, you get Cake Wallets. Also, FOMO. FOMO is sponsor of the show. Also, it sponsors the show. You can watch great traders go on FOMO, and they trade and they write thesis on why they trade this asset because they think it is good or bad. So you can check this FOMO. That's right, FOMO is application. You can check it out, FOMO.family. That's right, FOMO.family, or you can go on Apple Store or you can go Google Play and you can download their application today. Okay. Also Gakstein.com. Gakstein.com. You can go and find latest news on Gakstein.com. If you're looking to shitcoin, if you're looking for news on TriFi or cryptocurrencies, and also sports. If you like sports, you can go there too. Also, they have a lot of news trending, and it's good. It's very good to go ahead and see it. That's right. Good. And also, Gakstein. Oh my God, how many things Gakstein? GaksteinPR.com. If you need personal agents and you need somebody to help you with brands, you can go look into this also, and your product, if it sucks, you can come to GaksteinPR.com and they help you. Okay, they help you with all your brands. Okay, again, my name is Rex Liberty. I am the head lead singer of the White Thunder. Okay, we did a lot of shows, New Jersey towns, a lot of towns. We did very good jobs, but I went to crypto. This is where I am now. I have to work for Gakstein.com. This is not what I dreamed about, but here I am, and here you are, and we watch together. I say, what do we buy today? Like Gakstein says, what do we buy today? What are we buying? What we buy? You put it in the comments. I go ahead and look at it. We use FOMO app, okay? With the FOMO app. Also, maybe I check what's happening on Polymarket. That's right. This is how 770, also breakdown 770 episode. David does this at the end of the show. He says, oh, Polymarket. We got to look at Polymarket to see what's happening in politics. So let me do this quickly. Let's look at what is happening in the political world. If Russia getting more sanctions on them, or friends of Russia getting more sanctions. Let me look here real quick. What is this? Okay, if we look at balance of powers. Balance of power, we look now. Let me share screen. Screen we share. Balance of power 2026 elections for only people who are in the United States of America. I am an American citizen, by the way. Only American citizens, not illegal aliens. Okay, we look at this right now. Balance of power 2026 midterms. Democrats sweep 48%. They up 27%. Republicans, Democrat House, Republican Senate, it is down 14%. I think it says 16 or 14, but 38% chance this happens. Republicans sweep, 13% chance this happens. Okay, so there you go. There you go. That's right. Polymarket has all the latest information when it comes to what the people are thinking. Midterms, 2026. We gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. Anyway, a lot of people tell me I have a sexy accent. A lot of people say I have a sexy accent and my hair sexy. And I know I am. And I know I will be on this show once a week. Rex, Liberty, guys, follow me on all networks. If you want to see me do a lot of cool things, sing with the band White Thunder. You might be wondering where my English accent went. It's still here. It's just this is my natural. But you can follow me, Lex Liberty, okay? Oh my God, I see people saying I'm turning them on. I knew this would happen when they would bring me on. I knew this would happen when they would bring me on this show, that I would outsex David Gottstein. I would definitely 100%. I said this all the time to him. I said this would be the wrong move to bring me on because I'm just the definition of sex. He says he's I am the definition of sex. Yes. So, what cryptocurrencies would you like me to look at today? What is the cryptos that you need me to look at? What cryptos? What cryptocurrencies should I look at? You know what? I'm not losing accent. I'm not losing the accent. It's just that somebody said they might call ICE on me. So I go back to American accent. You know, I go back to the American accent because I don't want ICE to show up. Uh-oh. Anyway, Rex is in the house. I feel like this is bullish that I'm here. I feel like it's very bullish that I am here as a predominant B-tier personality. I think it's extremely bullish that we finally start the bull run. The bull run that David and you guys always talk about. We need to start it now. We no longer do we wait for the bull run to come. We are, what does David say? We are the catalyst. We are the catalyst that shall bring forth the change that we want to see. We are. We are. Absolutely. Now, I'm trying to wait for your comments here to see which cryptocurrency we should look at. Now, I am very sexy. I gotta say, I am a sexy motherfucker. Does this Gottstein guy has something? You know what? I will be talking also with David Gottstein to have my own show. I think I need my show once a week. I think I have my show coming once a week. We talk about cryptocurrency. We talk about 80s music. We talk about music in general. I think this is what's happening right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that is what's going to happen. Okay? Rex in the house. That's all I got to say. Rex is in the house. Rex is in the house. I will be performing here, hopefully, every single week. But again, I'm waiting for comments. Comments, please. Tell me which cryptocurrency we are currently looking at. By the way, this jacket's so tight, I'm about to pass out. I just want to tell you right now, this jacket is hella fucking tight. I'm a fucking pass out, okay? I was a little bit skinnier in the 80s when I was singing. And of course, I went and added some weight on, so this jacket is a little bit tight on my ass. Oh. Okay, chat, you tell me what to look at. Also, TikTok. I know this is a big thing. TikTok. What the hell is this?
We've been at it now for 21 hours. And
Why is this not going live? Why am I watching JD Vans?
21 hours. And
what the hell did not go live? It's not going live. What is this shit?
it's not going.
Okay, there we go. Hello, everybody on TikTok. I know you were expecting David Gottstein, but you got Rex Liberty. Rex Liberty in the house. Say ho. Guys, I'm waiting in the comments. What do I look at? What is Rex going to look at today? What is Rex looking at? What is Rex looking at? What is Rex going to buy into with the royalty checks that I get from our famous one-hit wonder, white chocolate? What am I going to be buying? Man, I can't sit still. I feel everything's a vibe. Everything's a vibe. It looks like yeah, I know. A lot of people call me a sex symbol here in this chat. I am not. Somebody said, first of all, I am not David. I have no clue what you're saying here. A lot of people are saying that I might be David. No, this is Rex. I am Rex. I am Rex. I am not David. David left. Okay, I am covering for David. Anyway, I think I overstayed my stay here. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? People are asking me very dirty questions. This is crazy. Anyway, this show again was sponsored by Midnight City, Midnight Everything, Cardano. Definitely look at these things. This is great stuff. Okay, cool. Also, Polymarket. Polymarket is the official prediction market sponsor of the breakdown. Also, Cake Wallet. Use Cake Wallet for everything. If you're feeling kind of scared right now because you got wallet drained, you might want to look at Cake Wallet. If you want to hold your Bitcoin and Litecoin and Zcash and now we're in a secure wallet, look at Cake Wallet. Also, FOMO, great app. It's a great app to go ahead and look at theses. You look at the thesis looks at you, and you look at thesis looks at you. This is what you do. Yes, FOMO.family is where you go. You can go ahead and use David's link, and you can go ahead and sign up and save 10% on trading. This is what they're telling me to read here on this paper. I want to thank myself. Also, I'm being told David wants to thank his guest, Alex from Angry Crypto Show, for coming on. And also wants to thank Landy. And you can tune into Landy tonight at 9 p.m. as he talks about the markets. And it says something here and he gives out horoscopes and palm readings. Also, you can tune into Rob Nelson, who I don't know who. Oh, Rob Nelson. He interviewed me in the 80s when he had a show on Fox. That's right. I remember that. We remember that. We wondered where he left to. Look at him. He ended up on Gottstein like I did. So what does that mean? Is that bad? Also, that show goes on at 8 p.m. That show goes on 8 p.m. And at 7 p.m., you can tune into Taylor. Talk to me, Taylor. Oh, talk to me, Taylor. Talk to me. Woo! Talk to me, Taylor. That's right. I don't know when I'm going to be back. I might be. I'd like to get one show per week. I love to be on this network and have one show, the Rex Liberty Show. The Rex Liberty Show should be a thing on this network. Guys, if you want to see it, let them know. As an American, you should want to see this. An American lead singer of an American band should have his own show here. Also, tune into David Gokhshtein's show tomorrow, episode 771. He'll have guests on, and I'm sure you'll have some fun. On that note, I have a show to go ahead and do, and that's a show in real life, not like you losers, okay, that sit there and trench into bullshit all day. We got a show to perform outside. I think we got our first show in Delaware. We're outside New Jersey. Okay, if you want to see us perform White Thunder, get your tickets now. Go ahead and contact Gokhshtein.com for more. And on that note, what does he say? Have a great day and a better tomorrow. We're gone.